Welcome back to World this morning, ladies and gentlemen, with the very super energetic Shahzad Khan and Shiza Hashmi, where today we are trying to learn how to shape the future of Pakistan through, well, shaping how the youth behaves.
Exactly, and not just that, ladies and gentlemen, we really want to see young leaders, and we hope and we pray that, and we truly trust in them as well, in terms of that they truly have that capacity which will enable them and people around them to make such changes within their own personalities to become leader as well. Because unfortunately, speaking about my school days or my university days, even my university, I'm very happy that it gave me what it needed to be on television for that matter. But other than that, we would get these assignments where we actually have to present right in front of the class, or probably in front of an entire batch or a semester as well for that matter, which definitely boosts up your confidence as well. But not just that, ladies and gentlemen, we want leaders, and we want young leaders as well. We want this older mindset to change a little bit towards, accepting whatever is coming towards us, for example, in terms of technology, not just technology, I think that this fast-paced life, ladies and gentlemen, has got so much to share with all of us that if you're not going to learn, we will be left behind. So to talk about this, we're very lucky that we've actually been joined by some amazing people over here, one of the finest within their own industry as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we've actually been joined by a corporate trainer, a motivation speaker once again. He is Mr. Ayaz Morris. Hello, assalamu alaikum, good morning.
Good morning, kaise hain aap? How are you?
Absolutely perfect, and thank you very much for joining us. It's wonderful to have you.
And I think it's pertinent to mention over here, Mr. Ayaz came all the way from Karachi for the very first time.
And he's
Thank
a
you
YouTuber
so much.
as well.
Yes, he's a YouTuber, mashallah, runs a very successful show. Thank you so much for that. So let's start the conversation with you. When you talk about leadership, what qualities do you imagine in a leader?
That's an interesting question, and I think that leadership we associate with the title, with position, and with the politician and the religious leaders. Unfortunately, the leadership is not about that. Leadership is about action. Leadership is about behavior. Leadership is about title, or not about a title. It's about the responsibility and the quality of leadership we need to have as a youngsters. We need to learn. The number one quality we need the young leaders to have in their life, as they need to learn, they need to lead, and they need to listen. That's very important. They need to listen their elders, they need to listen their seniors, so they can be a good leader in future or in their life. So I think that the qualities of leaders, that's very important. And we are, as we were talking earlier before this program, that youngsters, they are the future of Pakistan, and as you know that the Pakistan is a very good number of
about 64%.
Yes, and if we will not train them today, it will be very difficult for us to when we will go in future, and they will have so much problem. So we need to train now, and we need to give them training. We need to give that mindset. What you're talking about, that is very important. That they are the leaders, and they have to inherit, and they have to learn that quality, so they can be good leader in future.
And this need to start now, but while still sticking to the, well, I want to say explaining the concept of leadership while we're talking about it.
Mr. Morris, what about you?
I think the great quality a leader should have. A leader is one who knows the way, and who shows the way, and who goes the way. That's very important.
Actually, yes.
Yes. And the leadership quality in politics, I like Nelson Mandela, and he's the king of leaders. You can see his life, and there's so many leaders in every aspect of life, different professions. And leadership actually is about responsibility. Everyone is responsible. Everyone who is responsible is leader. Now you are the leader of this show. You are leading. Actually, there are so many people who are directing you, but at the moment you are the leader. We need to train our children at very, very early age. Starting from family, we need to give them responsibility. We need to involve them in decision making. We need to involve them in a certain role, so they can learn that what is goal setting, what is time management, what is team building, what is conflict management. That is very important, and they can learn from very early age, so they can practice in life. When they come in professional life, they have all that traits and quality of a leadership that can be really helpful for them in their future, and therefore organization or country or wherever they go, they can add the value to their system, their organization, their family and to their country.
Brilliant.
And I think you put it very well spoken as well. But now let's talk some reality.
Yeah.
You both are corporate trainers.
Yes.
So definitely I think the access that you might have to training youth is through offices, working organizations, universities, or probably educational institutions.
Yeah.
What about the massive chunk of youth that is not a part of these organizations? They need to be trained as well. They are the future of Pakistan too. So is there a way maybe you can let us know how they can be trained, probably through media, probably through parenting, anything at all? Well, do you have any ideas? What do you
Yes,
think we can do?
yes, I'm very much inspired by the idea that we need to give the you role models. So I'm doing this program on my YouTube channel, Master TV. I'm sharing the different stories of youngsters and stories of a person who have done something amazing work in their field. So they can be inspiring story for the for youth. And I believe that I'm hailing from a very humble background and from a village. It is, the era where we can say that nobody is, don't need to go at Flan University and Flan University. If you are willing to learn, and leadership is about learning, and the greatest, the gap between knowing and doing is doing. Leaders, they always want to learn, and everyone who want to learn, to lead, that is very important. And especially our youth, now they can sit and they can watch anything they want on YouTube. They have that, the ability and access to digital media, to so many platforms, so they can learn and they can, take the part. As we earlier in the show, your show, that there was no one to one. The application, that's amazing that you can learn, but number one, you need to have that mindset of learning.
True. Mindset matters a lot.
That's
While youth would like to do that, the example that is set in front of them, that is what they don't want to be. How can we change that? I know we don't have the power to do that, but maybe a mindset we can inculcate. You have something to say?
Yes. I think everyone need to set their own values, their own, the criteria and their own character. As you are doing a wonderful show and hosting, and you are allowing your guests to speak. And so many program, we have seen that anchor person, ye kar diya, wo kar diya. That's not the anchoring.
He does that.
Yeah. So you, when, on my show, on my YouTube channel, when I do the show hosting, I allowed my guest to say what he want to say, and then I jump in. Sir, you said this. What about this? This is the, you need to set your own values. Yes, we have, these politicians, they are all actually from that same grassroots level that we are. So if we not change ourselves today as a youngsters, as a youth, no one will change.
That is true.
Exactly. What about you, Mr. Morris?
Yes, I think don't underestimate yourself. You are damn good as the person is next to you. And God has given you all abilities and all the skills you need. Just you need to, uplift yourself, and you have all the abilities to, perform at any level. I think you need to think locally. You need to start locally, but you need to think globally. And that's the motto. Pakistan is a hub of opportunities. Yes, we have challenges, but in these challenges, we need to see the opportunity, and we need to capitalize it for this opportunity. And if we are prepared, and future is for those who are prepared. And I think with this mindset and skills, you can, make the difference in this country.
Absolutely
Wonderful.
amazing.
Wow, that was
and
nice.
Thank you so much for being so well spoken.